Hello, today we're going to continue our work on algebra, and we're going to have a look to begin with at multiplying out brackets and then adding up like terms. And to do that we're going to have a look at question 6 on page 221. So question 6, and we're going to have a look at part 3 to begin with. So in question 6 part 3 we have x multiplied by 4x squared minus 5x minus 2 minus 4x plus 6. Now let's have a look at what we're able to do here. So we know from our work over the last few days that we have multiply going on here, and we have x outside our bracket, and we're going to multiply it by each piece inside our bracket. And here we have a minus, and we can imagine, if we like, that there's a minus 1 out here. We know that that is something we can do. We've talked about that when we were doing our BIMDIS with natural numbers and with integers. So if we want to multiply this out, it's like we have minus 1 here, and we're going to multiply it by each thing that is inside the bracket. So let's see what that works out to. So we have x multiplied by 4x squared, and we know that x squared means x multiplied by x twice. So if we multiply again by x, we're going to have 3 x's multiplied together. So we'd have 4x cubed. We put up a little 3 here because we now have x multiplied by x multiplied by x multiplied by 4. Next term, so we have plus x multiplied by minus 5x. So we have plus multiplied by minus is going to give us minus, and 5, and we have 2 x's multiplied together now, so we have x squared. Final bit here, we have plus x multiplied by minus 2, so plus by minus is minus, 2 by x we write as 2x. Now onto our second bracket, we have a minus 1 multiplied by 4x is going to give us minus 4x, and minus 1 multiplied by plus 6 is going to give us minus 6. Now our job is going to be to add up like terms. So I look across here, I don't have any other cubic terms, I don't have any other squared terms. I do have an x term and an x term here, and I don't have any other pure numbers. So what I'm going to do is put a symbol underneath each of the things that I have as like. So I have an x here and an x here, so I've underlined them, and now I'm going to write out the simplified version. So I have 4x cubed minus 5x squared minus 2x minus 4x. If I picture my number line, I start at minus 2 and I'm taking away 4, I'm going to get more negative, so I'm going to end up down at minus 6x, and I keep my minus 6 from the previous line. Now all of these are now dissimilar terms. They aren't the same type of thing, so I haven't able to go any further. So that's my final answer for question 6 part 3. So that's one thing we need to be able to do: multiply out brackets and add up our like terms. The other thing we need to work on is a different style of multiplying out our brackets. So if I take something like x on 2x plus 7. I know how to multiply that out. I'm able to take my x and multiply it by each thing inside the bracket. I know how to do that already. But for our exams we're required to know a slightly different method, which is to draw a box or a grid. And what we're going to do is effectively draw a little rectangle, and we're going to get the area of our rectangle when we're getting our area, when we're getting our bracket multiplied out. So I'm going to have 2x plus 7, I break it up into two pieces, and if I want to get the area of this complete box, I'm going to get the area of this little bit and the area of this little bit, and if I add them together I must get the area of this complete rectangular box, a rectangle as well as I can draw it. So how would I get the area of this box? I'd multiply the length by the width. So I'd have x multiplied by 2x would give me 2 multiplied by x multiplied by x, so I'd end up with 2x squared. And now I want to get the area of this box, and I know this length is going to be the same as this length because it's a rectangle, so I have x multiplied by 7, so I end up with plus 7x. So this area method allows me to find out that multiplying out this bracket will give me 2x squared plus 7x, and I know that if I multiplied it out this way, I'd end up with x by 2x plus x by 7, which would give me 2x squared plus 7x, which is the same answer. So we must know this method as well. We can be asked it on our exams that we have to do it this way. This is the way we are going to do it almost all of the time, but we have to know this method as well. It's important for some areas of maths we're going to work on.